Listen, the negotiating position among Republicans has been that the income threshold for Americans to receive the next round of stimulus checks should be lower than $75,000. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has gone as low as $40,000. But sources tell me that is essentially just an opening negotiating volley and that it's expected that the final income threshold will land somewhere between $40,000 and that prior $75,000 individual income mark. Earlier today, I asked the Treasury Secretary whether the administration supports that $40,000 threshold, and if not, where it could land. Here's how he responded.
We do support another round of economic impact payments. In most cases, those are not checks, it's direct deposits, and we can get that into hardworking Americans' bank accounts very, very quickly.
He was also very conservative in his outlook for other parts of this stimulus program that we could see in the coming weeks. On unemployment insurance, he made it clear that there will be a technical fix that keeps Americans receiving this money, this benefit, from getting more than 100% of what their prior earnings were before the pandemic. There's recently been a study showing that 2/3 of laid-off workers are making more on unemployment than they did before the pandemic, and he made it clear that there will be a fix to that. He also said for states and local governments, there will not be aid for states that the administration's deemed have been badly managed. Unclear exactly what that means, blue versus red, but the administration is holding the line on that. And then finally, on airlines, he would not say whether airlines have committed to keep their workforces intact to access the loans that Treasury and the major carriers have agreed on this week. He even called that loan facility a backstop for those airlines and suggested that they would still need to access money in the capital markets before they might have access to that, regardless of whether there's any future stimulus tranche for those airlines. And this, of course, despite United saying that it would lay off 1/3 of its workforce, and a memo from Delta this morning saying it had renewed caution about restoring more flights to its schedule. So certainly the administration is viewing this as a very targeted approach, a conservative one, even despite some of the economic erosion we're seeing with the recent resurgence of the virus.
So just the bottom line, Kayla, the unemployment benefit would remain intact, but the stimulus checks that 159 million U.S. households have gotten, that could be narrowed by way of the income limits.
Correct. That is correct. And to be clear on the expanded unemployment insurance, it is unclear whether it would be, a specific number. In the past package, it was a $600 additional weekly benefit. Because of the calculus they're trying to do here, it's unlikely it would be a dollar figure. It would rather be a calculation to what that person was making before. It's going to be a little difficult to do that, but we'll see exactly how they negotiate it in the coming weeks.